Judge Kavanaugh is a Catholic, and some are raising concerns the upcoming hearings on his nomination will include instances of anti-Catholic bigotry. Much of the clamor over Judge Kavanaugh's choice centers on the Roe decision. Although he has not ruled directly on abortion, he's seen as a justice who could possibly rule in favor of the sanctity of life. National correspondent for The Tablet and Crux, Christopher White, joins us to examine some of the judge's other decisions important to Catholics. Christopher, thank you so much. There is so much to wrangle here. Let's discuss some other hot button issues. For starters, what has he said about gun control? Another issue on the minds of a lot of Americans following another year of these violent gun shootings.
That's right, Liz. This is an issue that over the past year we've seen the U.S. bishops become increasingly more vocal about. And here we've got only a few cases in which we can look at Judge Kavanaugh's record. More recently, in a case in Washington, he ruled against a ban on semi-automatic weapons. He said it was unconstitutional. So here we do have an issue in which his ruling would kind of clash with the bishops who have said we really should try to eliminate use of automatic weapons.
Let's delve even deeper into his policy. Let's turn to religious liberty right now. What has he said about this issue that is so important to Catholics everywhere?
Liz, upon being nominated, there were a few prominent Catholic religious liberty defenders that called him a warrior for religious liberty. So this is an issue that appears to be very close to his heart. And so one of the cases that's often been cited in the past few days is a case where he sided with the group Priests for Lives that were wanting an exemption from being forced to provide contraceptive to their employees. And he said that was a violation of their religious liberty.
We have to talk about this. Immigration. It's an issue that U.S. Catholic leaders are dedicating so much of their time to at this moment. Now, what do we know about how he might rule on that issue?
Again, there are only a few cases to point to, and they're very specific, so it's hard to understand his real principled stance here. However, he had ruled against some Brazilian workers that were seeking a documentation to work here in the U.S. Some have said this means he's probably a hardliner on immigration, but it's hard to know from just one or two cases, so we'll have to wait and see.
All right, now those were the hot button issues, but what other matters, vital matters, could be headed to the High Court?
That's right. There are so many big issues that we focus in on right at the end of the term, but there are so many other issues that take place throughout the rest of the year. So issues relating to school choice, workers' rights, other freedom of speech cases that happen, in October through April that we often don't pay attention to, and those are, of course, issues Catholics care about as well, not just the hot button issues.
All right, Christopher, thank you. We covered a lot.
We did a lot of ground.
Covered
so
a lot
keep
of
covering
ground.
it.
Definitely keep covering it. Thank you once again for your insight.